What really happens to your body when you stop having sex after 70? The truth every senior in America should know. Have you ever stopped to think about what truly happens to your body when sexual activity slows down, or even stops completely, after the age of 70? It's a question many older adults hesitate to ask, but for seniors across America, the answer is far more important than you might imagine. Sexual health after 70 is not just about pleasure or maintaining intimacy with a partner. It's a critical part of your overall health, affecting hormones, heart health, brain function, immune defense, and even the emotional bonds that keep life meaningful and fulfilling. When sex becomes less frequent, a chain of subtle but powerful changes can begin to take hold, changes that can influence how you feel physically, mentally, and emotionally. For many seniors, these shifts aren't immediately obvious. You might notice feeling more tired than usual, experiencing mood swings, catching colds more often, or even feeling less connected to your partner. What many older adults don't realize is that these changes are often linked to decreased sexual activity. In this article, we'll explore 5 important ways your health and well-being can change when sex slows down after 70, and what you can do to stay vibrant, healthy, and emotionally connected as you age. Whether you're married, dating, or single, understanding this connection can help you make better choices for your health and happiness. Your hormone levels drop faster after 70, and why it matters for seniors. As we age, hormone levels naturally decline, but for many Americans over 70, the absence of regular sexual activity can accelerate that decline in ways that directly impact health, energy, and quality of life. Why testosterone matters for seniors. Testosterone is often labeled the male hormone, but it is essential for both men and women in their later years. In men, it helps maintain muscle mass and physical strength, critical for mobility and preventing falls, reducing the risk of fractures and osteoporosis. Energy and vitality, combating age-related fatigue, cognitive sharpness, supporting memory and focus. For women, healthy testosterone levels are equally important. Low testosterone in older women can contribute to reduced muscle tone, low energy, and decreased mental clarity, making everyday activities more challenging. The role of estrogen in older women. Estrogen plays a crucial role in women's health after 70, far beyond reproductive function. It helps maintain skin elasticity and hydration, contributing to a youthful appearance and comfort. Bones, protecting against age-related bone loss, keeping arteries flexible and reducing heart-related risks. Mood and cognitive function, helping stabilize emotions and support memory. When sexual activity slows or stops, estrogen levels may decline faster, leaving many older women more prone to mood swings, irritability, and mental fog. Sexual activity as a natural hormone booster. For seniors, sexual activity acts like a natural hormone regulator. Intimacy triggers the body to release and balance hormones, helping maintain higher, healthier levels of testosterone and estrogen. Without that stimulation, age-related symptoms, such as muscle loss, fatigue, depression, and memory problems, can appear earlier and feel more intense. Robert's story. Robert, a 73-year-old retired engineer from Ohio, experienced this firsthand. After losing interest in sex following his wife's passing, he started feeling constantly tired and mentally foggy. Concerned, he visited his doctor, who discovered that his testosterone levels were unusually low for his age. With proper medical guidance, Robert adopted a hormone-friendly lifestyle. He started walking daily, added strength training exercises, focused on a protein-rich diet, and discussed hormone replacement options with his doctor. Within months, his energy improved, his mood stabilized, and his mental clarity returned. What seniors can do to support hormone health. Sex isn't the only way to maintain hormone balance after 70, but it's an important piece of the puzzle. If sexual activity has slowed, you can still protect your hormones. Staying physically active, strength training, yoga, or even brisk walking can stimulate hormone production. Meditation and relaxation techniques reduce cortisol, which interferes with testosterone and estrogen. Eating a nutrient-rich diet, healthy fats, lean protein, and zinc-rich foods support hormone health. Talking to your doctor, regular blood tests can help monitor hormone levels and discuss safe options, including lifestyle changes or hormone replacement therapy when appropriate. The key takeaway for Americans over 70. Sexual health isn't just about intimacy or pleasure, it's a powerful signal to your body to stay strong, energetic, and mentally sharp well into your golden years. Whether through physical intimacy, exercise, or other lifestyle changes, keeping your hormone levels balanced after 70 can dramatically improve how you feel every single day. your heart loses a natural work. Why intimacy matters for seniors' heart health. When most people think about heart health after 70, they focus on diet, walking, or medication. But few realize that regular sexual activity is one of the most natural and enjoyable cardiovascular workouts you can give your body. Sex after 70 is more than a source of closeness or pleasure, it's also a powerful way to keep your heart strong. Every intimate encounter gently challenges your cardiovascular system in the same way light aerobic exercise does. How sex supports heart health after 70. During intimacy, your body experiences a unique combination of physical and chemical changes that directly benefit your cardiovascular system. Sexual activity temporarily raises your heart rate, giving it a mild but beneficial workout similar to brisk walking. Improved blood vessels dilate, promoting better circulation and oxygen delivery to vital organs. Lower blood pressure over regular sexual activity has been linked to healthier blood pressure regulation. Stronger, more flexible sexual activity stimulates the release of nitric oxide, a compound that helps keep your arteries open and elastic, reducing strain on your heart. This natural cardiovascular boost is especially valuable for seniors because it improves circulation and helps maintain overall energy levels. What happens when sexual activity stops? When sex becomes infrequent or stops entirely, your body loses this heart-friendly stimulation. Over time, that can lead to noticeable changes, poorer circulation and slower wound healing, higher fatigue levels and decreased stamina, increased blood pressure or difficulty controlling it, more frequent erectile dysfunction in men due to restricted blood flow, vaginal dryness and discomfort in women, also linked to reduced circulation. A real-life example. Take Joan, a 76-year-old retired schoolteacher. After her husband passed away, she gradually became less active and intimacy disappeared from her life. Within months, her energy dropped and her blood pressure rose. Her doctor explained that the decline in physical activity, including the loss of sexual activity, was partly to blame. Joan joined a gentle exercise class and started socializing more, which improved her heart health and mood. While she didn't return to sexual activity right away, staying physically and socially active helped her regain energy and confidence. What you can do if sex isn't part of your life. If you're no longer sexually active, there are still ways to give your heart similar benefits. Daily walking or light aerobic exercise to stimulate circulation. Gentle stretching or yoga to improve flexibility and blood flow. Social engagement and emotional connection to reduce stress, which is critical for heart health. However, don't underestimate the unique combination of physical and emotional benefits that intimacy provides. For those who are comfortable and able, sexual activity remains one of the most natural ways to support cardiovascular health after 70. Even non-sexual forms of affection, such as hugging, kissing, or simply holding hands, can release feel-good hormones, lower stress levels, and contribute to overall heart wellness. The bottom line. For seniors in America, where heart disease remains a leading health concern, maintaining intimacy can be a simple yet powerful tool for staying healthy. Whether through sex or other heart-healthy habits, keeping your cardiovascular system active is key to feeling energetic, reducing health risks, and enjoying life to its fullest. Your immune system. Why sexual activity matters for seniors in America. Many older adults are surprised to learn how strongly sexual activity supports the immune system. It's not just about intimacy or pleasure. It's about giving your body a natural boost to stay healthier as you age. During sexual activity, your body releases powerful hormones and chemicals, including oxytocin, dopamine, and endorphins. These aren't just feel-good chemicals. They actively reduce stress, lower inflammation, and stimulate your immune response. In fact, research shows that people who have regular sex tend to have higher levels of immunoglobulin A, an essential antibody that helps fight respiratory infections, colds, and even certain digestive issues. For seniors, this immune-boosting effect can be especially valuable. As we age, our immune system naturally becomes less efficient, making us more vulnerable to infections, slower recovery times, and lingering fatigue after illness. Sexual activity acts as a natural defense mechanism, helping your body respond more effectively to viruses and bacteria. What happens when sexual activity declines after 70? When intimacy slows down or stops altogether, you may notice more frequent colds or respiratory infections. Your immune system loses some of its natural defenses, making you more likely to get sick. Longer recovery times after illness, cuts, bruises, and even seasonal flu may take longer to heal. Lowered resilience and energy. You might feel tired more often, even if you're eating well and getting enough rest. This doesn't mean sex is the only factor in immune health, but it's an often overlooked piece of the puzzle for older adults. A real-life Walter's story. Walter, a 79-year-old retired accountant from Ohio, noticed he was catching colds every other month after he and his wife stopped being intimate. His doctor explained that age-related immune decline, combined with higher stress levels and reduced physical connection, was likely making him more susceptible to illness. Walter decided to take action. He focused on improving his sleep routine, adding moderate daily exercise, rekindling physical and emotional closeness with his wife, through hugging, holding hands, and eventually becoming sexually active again. Within a few months, Walter reported fewer colds and felt stronger and more energetic overall. His experience highlights how important connection, both emotional and physical, can be for your health. Intimacy beyond sex, what seniors can do. You don't have to engage in frequent or vigorous sexual activity to see benefits. Even non-sexual touch, such as hugging, cuddling, or holding hands, can help lower stress hormones and stimulate immune function. For Americans over 70 looking to strengthen their immune system naturally, stay physically active. Walking, stretching, and light resistance training improve circulation and help immune cells work better. Eat nutrient-rich foods, include vegetables, fruits, lean protein, and omega-3 fatty acids to support overall immunity. Get quality sleep. Deep rest allows your body to repair and fight infections. Nurture emotional closeness. Physical affection and social interaction release oxytocin, which has been linked to stronger immune responses. Why this matters for seniors in America. Older adults in the U.S. face higher risks of chronic illnesses and infections, especially during flu season and in colder climates. While vaccines, healthy eating, and exercise are essential, maintaining some level of physical intimacy adds another layer of protection. The takeaway is clear: whether through sex or simple affectionate touch, staying connected to others can keep your immune system strong, reduce your chances of getting sick, and help you recover faster. How a decline in sexual activity after 70 can affect your mood and memory. Sex isn't just a physical act, it's one of the most powerful ways your body supports emotional balance and brain health. For many Americans over 70, a decrease in sexual activity brings unexpected changes in how they feel, think, and interact with others. Why does sexual activity impact mental health and cognitive function? When you're intimate with a partner, your brain releases a natural mix of feel-good chemicals. Dopamine, the reward hormone that boosts motivation and pleasure. Serotonin, crucial for regulating mood and reducing anxiety. Oxytocin, sometimes called the bonding hormone, which increases feelings of connection and trust. Regular sexual activity also stimulates areas of the brain involved in memory, attention, and problem-solving. This stimulation promotes neuroplasticity, your brain's ability to form new connections, which is essential for staying mentally sharp. When intimacy slows down or stops, you lose this natural brain workout, which can lead to more frequent mood swings, anxiety, or even depression. Slower thinking, forgetfulness, and memory lapses. Lower motivation to socialize or engage in stimulating activities. Margaret's story. Margaret, a 75-year-old retired nurse from Ohio, noticed she was becoming more forgetful and withdrawn after losing interest in sex following health challenges. Social gatherings felt exhausting, and her mood dipped into sadness more often. Her doctor explained that the reduced release of these mood-regulating hormones might be contributing to her symptoms. Instead of forcing herself back into a traditional sexual routine, Margaret focused on new forms of intimacy, gentle physical touch, cuddling with her partner, and spending more time in shared activities like gardening and cooking together. Within months, she reported better focus, improved memory, and a noticeable lift in her mood. What this means for seniors in America. The good news is, you don't need to maintain a high level of sexual activity to protect your brain and emotional health. Even non-sexual forms of closeness, such as hugging, holding hands, or spending quality time with a loved one, can trigger similar brain-boosting effects. Simple steps like regularly hugging or cuddling with your partner, staying socially active with friends and family, engaging in mentally stimulating hobbies like reading, puzzles, or learning new skills, practicing stress-reducing techniques like meditation or deep breathing, can help protect your mood and memory as you age. The takeaway. Sex after 70 isn't just about desire or physical pleasure, it's an important part of maintaining mental clarity, emotional stability, and overall happiness. Whether through intimacy, physical touch, or meaningful social interaction, staying connected to others helps keep your brain active and your spirits high. Emotional bonds can fade, and how to keep them strong after 70. Sex after 70 is far more than a physical act, it plays a powerful role in maintaining emotional closeness and relationship satisfaction. For many American seniors, intimacy is one of the strongest ways to feel connected, valued, and emotionally secure. When sexual activity slows down or stops completely, couples often experience a quiet but significant shift in their relationship. Emotional distance does not happen overnight. It builds slowly when physical affection fades. Without those small but meaningful moments of closeness, holding hands, kissing, cuddling, or even casual touches, partners may begin to feel less connected. This can lead to loneliness, more frequent misunderstandings, and sometimes even resentment, even in marriages that have lasted decades. The science behind this is clear. Physical intimacy stimulates oxytocin, often called the bonding hormone. Oxytocin creates feelings of trust, empathy, and attachment. When physical closeness decreases, oxytocin levels drop, making it harder for couples to feel that same deep emotional connection. Over time, this can make a strong, loving partnership feel more like two people simply sharing the same space. Take Evelyn and George, a married couple from Florida in their late 70s. After George developed health problems that affected their sexual activity, Evelyn felt increasingly lonely, even though George was always physically present. They started to argue more and felt emotionally distant. With the help of a counselor, they began finding new ways to show affection, like regular hugs, hand-holding during walks, and open conversations about their feelings. Slowly, the emotional warmth returned, proving that intimacy can be rebuilt at any age. The good news is that emotional intimacy does not have to fade with age. Even if sexual activity changes or becomes less frequent, couples can keep their emotional bonds strong, making physical affection a daily habit. Gentle touches, hugs, or holding hands during everyday activities can help maintain closeness. Sharing meaningful activities, cooking together, taking evening walks, or enjoying hobbies as a team builds a sense of partnership and connection. Talking openly about feelings. Honest communication is one of the strongest tools for keeping emotional intimacy alive, especially when physical intimacy changes. Exploring new forms of intimacy. Couples can redefine what intimacy means to them. Sometimes a quiet conversation before bed or watching a favorite movie together can feel just as connecting as sex. Emotional connection is not just about romance. It is deeply tied to overall health and happiness. Studies show that seniors with strong emotional bonds have lower stress levels, better cognitive function, and even longer lifespans. If you feel emotional distance growing in your relationship, it's important to act early. Whether through counseling, trying new ways to express affection, or simply being intentional about spending quality time together, you can keep your relationship strong and fulfilling well into your 70s, 80s, and beyond. Remember, love and connection do not retire with age. With care, patience, and creativity, emotional intimacy can remain one of the most rewarding parts of life at any stage. The changes that come with less sexual activity after 70 reach far beyond the bedroom. For older adults, the effects touch almost every system in the body. Your hormone balance, cardiovascular health, immune strength, mental sharpness, and even emotional connection with loved ones are all deeply interconnected. When intimacy fades, hormone levels decline faster, the heart loses a natural cardiovascular workout, immune defenses weaken, and mood or memory can suffer. Relationships may also feel less warm or connected, leading to feelings of loneliness or isolation. For many seniors, these shifts can quietly reduce energy, resilience, and overall quality of life. But here's the encouraging part: you have more control than you might think. Intimacy does not have to mean the same thing it did at 30 or 40. It can take many forms, and every step you take to stay connected can improve your health and happiness. Gentle physical activity such as walking or stretching helps replace some of the cardiovascular benefits of sexual activity and boosts hormone balance naturally. Open communication with your partner or even close friends helps maintain emotional bonds and prevents feelings of isolation. Simple physical touch, holding hands, hugging, or cuddling, can trigger the release of oxytocin, often called the bonding hormone, which supports emotional and mental well-being. Exploring new ways to connect, whether through shared hobbies, light physical intimacy, or even massage, can help maintain that sense of closeness and vitality. Aging does not mean giving up on connection or pleasure. Growing older in America often comes with outdated stereotypes about slowing down or losing interest in intimacy. But research and real-life stories from seniors show the opposite. Maintaining physical and emotional intimacy, whatever form it takes, supports healthy aging, stronger relationships, and a more joyful life. Whether you are single, married, divorced, widowed, or somewhere in between, nurturing intimacy after 70 can help you feel more vibrant, with better energy levels and mental clarity, more resilient, with stronger immunity and stress resistance, more alive, with deeper emotional connection and renewed sense of purpose. The bottom line: sex and intimacy after 70 are not just about desire, they are a vital part of healthy aging. By staying informed, adapting to life's changes, and honoring your emotional and physical needs, you can continue to enjoy the benefits of connection well into your later years. It's never too late to take small, meaningful steps toward intimacy. Even if sex is no longer part of your routine, touch, communication, and emotional closeness can provide the same life-enhancing benefits, keeping you strong, healthy, and truly alive at every age.